building or anything construction, I have stopped it. It's not compulsory. I must do it this year. It's not compulsory. I must finish it in the next 2 years or 3 years. Let everybody stop buying cement. Stop your projects. Let us see whether his own company too will survive. Stop eating rice if it is necessary. Let us see if Dangote will survive. It's not compulsory. Our fathers, they don't eat sugar. I drank garri here yesterday, and I did not put sugar, and I still enjoy myself. I was still happy after taking it. We can do it too. I understand some people said, yes, all trucks that are bringing fruit from the north, they should stop when they get. Yes, go ahead and do that. Your food and everything will get rotten there. Building or anything construction, I have stopped it. It's not compulsory. I must do it this year. It's not compulsory. I must finish it in the next 2 years or 3 years. Let everybody stop buying cement. Stop your projects. Let us see whether his own company too will survive. Stop eating rice if it is necessary. Let us see if Dangote will survive. It's not compulsory. Our fathers, they don't eat sugar. I drank garri here yesterday, and I did not put sugar, and I still enjoy myself. I was still happy after taking it. We can do it too. I understand some people said, yes, all trucks that are bringing fruit from the north, they should stop when they get. Yes, go ahead and do that. Your food and everything will get rotten there.
Okay, so of late, I've been seeing people talking about Ibeto cement. I even posted a video one day. Somebody just wrote more than 15 times, bring back Ibeto cement, bring back. Me, I no come know where this Ibeto talk they come from. So I decided to pay attention to Twitter trends, and I found this video. Please watch it.
When President Olusegun Obasanjo encouraged local production of cement, the manager of Ibeto Cement Factory promised to flood Nigerian market with cement and drastically reduce the price of the product. Ibeto fulfilled his promise and flooded the country with cement. The result was that the price of cement crashed. This jolted Dangote cement and affected his business adversely. Aliko Dangote wrote a petition to former President Olusegun Obasanjo kicking against the authority the federal government granted Ibeto to import 800,000 metric tons of cement. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo issued a directive that Ibeto was not allowed to import cement into the country until it proved its investment in local production. Dangote was allowed to import cement. Thousands of staffs of Ibeto's men were rendered jobless. When late President Umaru Yar'Adua succeeded Obasanjo, Ibeto in July 2007 applied for import allocation and it was granted. Once again, he flooded the country with quality cement and the prices crashed. Dangote Cement PLC quickly filed a suit alleging that Ibeto Cement Company is gaining undue advantage by the federal government. On its part, the federal government contended that Dangote Cement PLC is plotting to wipe out fair competition and create a monopoly in the industry and transform itself to the only cock that crows in Nigeria. But Ibeto fortified terms of settlement which were entered as consent judgment in the suit. In line with the consent judgment, it will continue to import 1.5 million metric tons of cement per annum for the period between 1st October 2007 and 30th of September 2019. This was in line with the federal government guarantee conveyed in a letter by the Ministry of Trade and Industry dated 5th June 2002. By the judgment, the federal government was to pay Ibeto Cement Company the sum of $40 million and 1.9 billion naira. The amount is the verified claims by the Interministerial Committee of the federal government for losses suffered by Ibeto from the unjustified closure of its bagging plant between December 2005 and when it resumed operation in October 2007. But Dangote Cement PLC consented that its rights and interests were affected by the consent judgment. Dangote argued that the continuance of Ibeto Cement makes Dangote Cement expensive. However, the federal government and 6 of its agencies, which are the other defendants in the counter affidavit deposed to by one Emmanuel Joel, an assistant litigation officer in the law firm of Kenna Partners, argued that Dangote Cement PLC filed the suit with only one intention: to wipe out competition in cement business and become a monopoly. The federal government also contended that Dangote Cement has no locus in filing the suit, as the matter didn't concern them. It averred that the suit instituted by Ibeto Cement against the federal government was not fraudulent. Furthermore, it argued that Dangote Cement was not a nominee or agent of government agencies, which are defendants in the suit, and is not acting on their behalf. It argued that Dangote Cement PLC is not an agency of federal government with the statutory mandate of administering, managing or enforcing tax compliance, therefore lacking the local standing to commence or maintain the legal action and seek the reliefs in the case. Ibeto took cement to another level. It signed a contract agreement of $368 million with a China company, Zhejiang Sinoma Engineering Design and Research Institute Company Limited, to produce 6,000 metric tons of cement in Enugu State, southeast Nigeria. The contract covered crushing limestone mining, cement raw materials to packaging, shipped to the whole process, and a 45 megawatts captive power plant, covering engineering design, equipment, steel, material supply, civil works, installation, commissioning, and personal training. Already, Ibeto Company operates a similar facility in Port Harcourt, River State, which produces 6,000 tons of cement. Dangote was afraid that his dominance and monopoly of cement production will be destroyed by Ibeto. Ibeto is a billionaire and one of the wealthiest men in Africa. As of 2013, he was estimated to be worth about $3.7 billion by Ventures Africa. His Petrochemical Industries Limited, which manufactures oil lubricants and other various petroleum products, both for local and international trade, has the largest liquid storage facility for petroleum products in Nigeria, with a large capacity to store over 60,000 metric tons, and is located at Apapa Wharf and the Ibru Jetty complex in Lagos, Nigeria. President Buhari came into power. Ibeto Company applied for foreign exchange from the CBN but was denied. Dangote applied and was granted. He has continued to enjoy all manner of waiver. Like Dangote did during the Obasanjo regime, he was said to have approached his Fulani brother. Buhari banned Ibeto Cement. Following the closure of Ibeto Cement by Buhari, the prices of cement jumped from 1,500 naira to 2,500 naira, and Dangote is smiling to the bank. Ibeto's account is frozen. Dr. Cletus Ibeto has been arrested several times, questioned by security agencies, harassed, humiliated, and intimidated. There is no law in the Nigerian law books that Ibeto Company has breached. What then is his crime? Why this mistreatment? This material was written by Ben Chiedo.
Okay, so I haven't seen that video. I have a few questions. I have very few questions. Why are we turning monopoly to diabolism? Why are we turning capitalism to a barbaric system of practice? Why do some people think that if everyone is okay, they cannot be okay? Why do some people think if Nigeria is working for everybody, Nigeria will not work for them? Why do some people think that vast majority of Nigerians must consistently and continually depend on a few to pilot the affairs of the happiness of everybody? Why can't we have a Nigeria that is all inclusive? Why must we have a Nigeria that whenever a government comes in, only a few benefit, when the whole country money now that they organize the election will bring the government? Why must we have a Nigeria that we must do politics that is divided along ethnic, tribal, religious lines? Why can't we have a Nigeria that we work for the sake of Nigerians? I watched that video with keen interest, and I'm wondering, even though they call some people names, this one, Faisal, it was all on the government to either agree or disagree. What is there for a government to be afraid of that will make a government do something that will favor one and not favor all? Government is the most powerful institution in any system, and I think it behooves on them to know the right steps to take that will make people feel or have a sense of belonging. I've been seeing this Ibeto thing everywhere. People, you know me, I like to know about things quick. But this one, people know the Ibeto. Where did they bring Ibeto matter again? Now see this video. Nigeria,
ezi onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya, onye ọbụla ya na-achị, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-erubere isi, onye ọbụla ya bụ ọkaka. Ụbọchị ene ka anyị na-etuga eze ebube dị ngọzi, mmalite na ọgwụgwụ, ndị gboo wee tuo oge ebighị ebi. Onye nwe m, ụmụ gị wee gbakọọ n'ụwa niile iwe nara ozi ọma nke gị onwe gị n'ezi ha site n'ọnụ mmadụ dị ndụ nna nke ebere dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-asị na onwe ihe ọbụla nke anyị onwe anyị bụ n'ihi na ọ bụ anụkpa ahụ sọsọ ka mmadụ dị ndụ bụ. Ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ, maka na okwu nsọ gị na-adịrị ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi, n'ihi na okwu gị niile ga-abịarịrị na mmezu. Ọbịa mere Biafra ga-eji wee bịa na mgbe nke anyị. Anyị wee na-akpọkụ wee na-arịọ gị na-asị, lekwa ude nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka o metụta gị n'obi. Onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke igwe, biko dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ n'Ijipt kwetu wee wezuga ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbe ekwensu bụ zuu nke mmadụ dị ndụ kere. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị na anyị ga-ekele ha nsọ gị, wee nye gị nsọpụrụ n'ụtụ na-eji ama mgbe niile, n'ihi na anyị enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị. Anyị onwe anyị anaghị efe arụsị. Ọbịa mere iji wee na-agọzi nzọmụkwụ anyị niile. Ọbịa mere IPOB ji wee gbaa mgbọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile. Anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ. Anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngọzi, sị gị biko gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka. Ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị na-efe nwa akpa isi ala nye, ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu. Anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ na ija mma, na-asị, lekwa ka ndị iro anyị niile ka kasisi wee baa ha ọnụ, ha wee daa hapụghị ikuni ọzọ. Obodo ekwensu bụ zu ala ọkwa n'ihi eze ebube dị ngọzi. Anya ọnwa anyị bụ ụmụ gị wee na-akpọkwa ha nsọ gị, na-asị na enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, na-asị onye kere ihe niile kere eke mana nwee onye kere na n'otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile na ịja mma niile site n'ebighị ebi, mara onye bụ ka a na-arịọ gị. Ise ise ise. Having handed over our proceedings to heaven, we must therefore proceed unfailingly and very speedily to preach this very gospel that we have been mandated to preach this very day, because heaven and earth will bear us witness that they came in their time and the gospel of redemption was preached.